All right, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Success My Way with Lakisha. Happy Saturday to you. I hope your Saturday is going really well. As you can see, I'm totally festive in the Christmas mood, just right up in it. So, welcome today. Today, we are talking about self discipline. So, we're going to talk about the difference between self discipline and self control. We're going to talk about why self discipline is so healthy for you. And we're also going to talk about 10 reality checking tips about how to be more self disciplined in 2023. Because the new year is upon us. The new year is upon us, everyone. I cannot believe it. Where did 2022 go? Good morning, everybody. I see my friends coming in. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Angie. I haven't seen you in a while. Good morning. I'm so glad you got to catch it. Hi, Tori. How are you, Tori? Oh my gosh. Y'all are coming right on in. I have my Express Your Elf. You've got to be you, baby. Express your elf and let me be me. Yeah, I got this from the Dollar Tree last year. I don't know if they have them in here this year, but this is back when everything was just $1. So I love that Express Your App. I actually bought my whole family these cups last year because we drank out of these cups while we watched Polar Express on Christmas Eve because that's one of our traditions. We always have to watch a movie until we fall asleep on Christmas Eve. So that's why I have Express Your App. But I bought a whole bunch of other ones and they had me cracking up because they have like funny sayings on them. So that's my mug for today. How are you all doing? How's your Saturday going? It's a beautiful Saturday here. The sun is out. And that means when the sun is out, Lakeisha needs to get out. So if you want to see my shirt, it says don't hate on my Christmas music. You see that? Don't hate on my Christmas music. Because I listen to Christmas music all year long. It is like a stress reliever for me. So sometimes when it's hectic at work, I listen to Christmas music in between. And I mean, it works out for me. I'm just realizing I don't have any lipstick on. So let me add that on. So I won't be looking like a bear bunny. Okay. You do, Angie. Yes, me too. I love it. All right, before we get started, y'all, I want to make sure you get a pen and paper if you can. If you're driving, be safe and just get a pen and paper later when you watch the replay. But get a pen and paper while I go over some announcements. So I want to, first of all, thank every single one of you who joined the goal setting workshop on Monday. Oh my gosh, we had an amazing time and it was a workshop. It was intense. We it was a workshop and I normally don't do these workshops. That was actually my first time doing like a one-time workshop where people just see me once real fast for like an hour and a half. So I hope I didn't go too fast. I gave away some like 3 worksheets. We talked about a 5-step process to goal setting that I use with my Success My Way clients. So it was amazing. So first of all, I just want to thank everybody who came to the workshop. Good morning, dear Linda. I hope the goal setting workshop worked for you. I hope it was a jump start to your 2023 and living your best life. And speaking of life, I do want to give condolences to Twitch's family. I don't know about you, but I have been talking about Twitch and his suicide with like loved ones and family and friends. And then it prompted me to look into what is happening. Like the amount of mental and emotional anguish and sadness in the world is increased. And I found a startling statistic that said since the pandemic, the suicide of white Americans grew 30%, but the suicide of Black Americans grew 53%. 53%. So something is going on. And as a life coach, I am really in tune to it. It's bothering me. I'm thinking, like, what can I do to help people, especially Black people who are getting really hit hard in this after pandemic world? Um, so one thing I know is like just bringing joy. Like I hope when I come on here and I talk with you that I am a source of joy for you. Like that is always my goal. Even when I'm talking about a very difficult topic, I hope that I am a source of joy. Also, not charging people astronomical amounts of money to get my services. That's why the goal setting workshop was only $10. Like I just want people to have access. Like, I feel like that's the way I can give back to the world is that I can give people access to information that without encountering me, maybe they would never know about their mental and physical and emotional health. So that's another way. Another way is Success My Way Academy. I've heard so many people, especially Black women say how Success My Way Academy has changed the trajectory of their life and it changed them mentally. So even after Success My Way Academy, when alumni go through things, they go through trying things, they have tools in their back pocket, whereas before they probably didn't have the tools or understand the tools or even know the tools were there. So Success My Way Academy is starting again on January 14th. And I know it's probably hard for some of you to think about that now because it's not January, but that's why I'm telling you now because that's 2 weeks into January. I have set it up. The price point is still the same from the Black Friday sale. So I have not increased it to the retail price. It is still at the same Black Friday sale price. And then I also made it so you can make payments in 5 installments. So I'm really trying, y'all, to give access to everyone to things that are going to help you mentally and emotionally. So much love, much respect, much sadness, and heartache and prayers goes to Twitch and his family and anybody else who is just experiencing mental and emotional anguish and turmoil. Just know that it's temporary. What I have learned as a life coach is that life brings sadness and really dark moments. But if you hang in there, it gets better. And even if it doesn't get better, even if you live a dark life, there's so much medicine and free resources that can help you overcome. Because sometimes we can't do it by ourselves. Sometimes we need to enlist others to help us. So there's so much out there. There was a number that I saw on the news. It's only 3 digits. It's like 988. So if you are suicidal, if you are in a dark place, the number is 988. Call that number or just Google a number. They even have places that they would just text you. You don't even have to talk to anybody. They will talk to you only through text. Okay. So there are so many things you can do. And just know that I love you. I care about you. I don't want you to go anywhere. I want you to be here with me forever. So just know Lakisha is always thinking about you. Like, I have been so busy this week, but nothing's going to stop me from getting on here. Nothing's going to stop me from getting on here with you. So I just wanted to say that because that was on my heart. And just know that I love and care for you. And I'm here for you if you need me. Um, but you don't have to go through it alone. Okay. All right. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Um, yes, we were working. It was amazing. Oh, that's right. Theodore Linda was in the goal setting workshop. Thank you, Theodore Linda. Angie said, Lakisha, have you ever listened to the Trans Siberian? Yes, orchestra. Yes, I have. I love them. Angie, I've been wanting to go to their conference, their concerts, because I know the Trans Siberian Orchestra has concerts as well. So yes, I love them, Angie. Hi, Marva. Good morning. I hope you're blessed. Angie said, that's so sad. Our society is really bad. It is partly because people are so isolated now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, Angie. Like the level of isolation and just uncertainty too. I think it's a combination of too much isolation, too much uncertainty. Um, the pandemic forced us to sit with ourselves, and sometimes that's even hard to just understand who you are or who you perceive you are not and have to deal with that. So yes, plenty of reasons why this is happening. Financial, economic, you can just go on and on. Marva said definitely has and continues to change mine. Oh, thank you, Marva. Marva went through Success My Way Academy, so she's saying how it changed her life. All right, y'all. I'm ready now. Let's get to the topic at hand. I hope you got your pen and paper. You know I got mine right here. And remember, the Notes Journal is available on Amazon. So you just type in my name, Lakisha Covert. This pops up as well as my book, Try Success. It Won't Bite: How to Live a Life with 10 Principles of Self-Excellence. So make sure you visit Amazon to get that. And they take a while. Like when I've ordered these for people for gifts, they take a longer than Prime 2 days. And I think that's because they have to print it on demand or something like that. All right, y'all. So let's get into self-discipline because we got to have this. We got to have self-discipline for 2023. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. We're about to have fun with this. So I first wanted to start off with the definition of self-discipline. So, of course, I do research. I come across a lot of definitions, but this is the definition that I'm going with today. So what is self-discipline? Self-discipline is training to adhere to behaviors and rules for yourself that serve you in a positive way. Okay. It is a soft skill that requires a lot of emotional regulation and it's constant. So I always tell people that they're like, Keisha, you're always happy. No, I'm not. I'm not always happy, but I have good emotional regulation. And that probably comes from self-discipline. So, so self-discipline is actually you're training yourself to be good to yourself, basically. You're training yourself to be good to yourself. That's what self-discipline is. So I also looked up the difference between self-discipline and self-control because people say them interchangeably, but actually they are not the same. So let me tell you the difference. Self-discipline is the mind's ability to govern the body. Self-discipline is the mind's ability to govern the body. Okay. Um, and it's like your mind is disciplined. It's like you have conscious thought. Self-discipline is conscious thoughts. Like when I think of self-discipline, like a very good example are monks. Monks have extreme self-discipline because they train their mind. And if you train your mind, your body will fall in suit. Your body has no choice but to follow your mind. Okay, so that's self-discipline. Self-control is different. So, and we're not talking about self-control today, but I want to tell you the difference so you know. Self-control is the emotions and the things that we do reactively to defend our bodies and egos when they're under attack. So, having self-control means I'm not going to pop off on somebody when they make me mad. I'm not going to go from 0 to 100 real quick because I feel like I'm defending myself because I'm under attack. So I have lack of self-control. So now I have to learn how to control that. Like self-control is more about your emotions and your reactivity to things happening in your life versus self-discipline is about mind control of your decisions, of your body, of your destiny. Okay. So think of self-discipline as the preventative thing. And think of self-control as you are managing the thing. Okay, so self discipline prevents the need for self control. I'm going to say that again. Self discipline prevents the need for self control because if your mind is disciplined, you have no need to kick in self control because you're being reactive to things. All right. So I hope that wasn't confusing, but I thought it was a great point to make about self discipline. It's not self control, it's actually before you get to the self control level, it's about training your mind to have some type of agency and control over your body so that when you get into emotional states, you know how to regulate it. It's good self-regulation. Okay. So just giving y'all a little technical thing about that. Now, here's the second thing I want to talk about. Why should we care about self-discipline? Why is Lakisha choosing this topic today? I'm gonna tell you why. Some good benefits. Okay. Um, One benefit to self-discipline is that it reduces anxiety. It reduces anxiety, okay? Anxiety comes from when I feel like my mind doesn't have an answer for what I'm trying to do, so the anxiety kicks up, right? So this reduces anxiety. Self-discipline also increases the probability that you'll achieve your goals. Remember, we just had the goal setting workshop. So it increases the probability of that you are going to achieve those goals. So that's why I talked about goal setting last week. This week, I'm talking about self discipline because self discipline is going to help you reach your goals. And then another benefit is that you'll be happier and more confident. I cannot tell you, I am at my most confident time in my life because I am at my most disciplined time in my life. I'm going to say that again. I am at the most confident time in my life because I am at the most disciplined time in my life. So that is the goal. The goal is to be more disciplined so you could be more happy and you could be more confident. And the last benefit, even though I'm sure there's more, but the last one I want to share with you today is that self discipline helps you to be more resilient. Resilient. So when those tough times come, when it feels like there's no way out, self discipline helps you and remind you that you have some control over what's happening to you. Okay. So it helps you to be more resilient. It helps you push through those tough times when you have self discipline. Good morning, Candace. How are you today? I hope you're well. All right, so now I'm about to go over the 10 reality checking tips. So, Theodore Linda, you still with me, boo? Because Theodore Linda's been hanging in there with me. She's been writing them down. So, I appreciate you. So, we're going to do 10 of them 10 reality checking tips on how you in 2023 can be more self disciplined. And then after this, um, I want to talk about my thumbnail. Did y'all see the ballet dancer on my thumbnail? The reason why you're like, why is Lakisha got a ballet dancer? The reason why I put a ballet dancer is because they are and I used to take ballet. Ballet is it is a good example too of a disciplined practice is ballet. So I do have a couple things to share with you from an actual ballet dancer as to how you can apply their discipline to their craft as a ballet dancer to your life. So that's coming at the end. All right, y'all. So let's go. Number one way that we can be more self-disciplined in 2023 is to know your intent versus impact on the world. Number one is to know your intent versus impact on the world. And what does Lakisha mean by that? Sometimes we intend to do stuff, but it lands on people a different way. So your intent is what your intention is what like I when I said that I was trying to help you, right? Like that was my intention. But my impact is that I offended you. My impact is that I offended you. So my intent and my impact did not align. When you are self disciplined, you have a better understanding of how your intent and impact align. So if I intend to help you, then I know when what I said lands on you in the right way. That's the alignment. And how do I get my intent and impact to align? I have a sort of emotional intelligence where I can, some people, when they're talking to you, they're not paying attention to you. But a person who knows their intent and impact, they pay attention. They know when the person is getting bored with them. They know when the person has gotten offended with what they said. They know when the person is tired of listening while they're in the conversation. When I'm conversing with someone, I know if they are paying attention to me or they're not. And I know whether I'm just running my mouth to be running it or I'm really conscious of what I'm saying. I'm very intentional when I'm in somebody's presence about the energy, about what's happening between us as we dialogue. A lot of people are not, they just start talking. So, number one, if you know your intent and how it lands on people, and if that is aligned, that means however you intend to do something, it lands on people that way, you're golden. That's part of self discipline. But if you don't know that, you have work to do. You have work to do. All right. Number two is develop goals in a system. This is why I had the goal setting workshop. It helps you to become more disciplined and vice versa. Discipline helps you with your goals. But if you have no goals, if you have no systems, then what are you being self disciplined about? Okay, come on, y'all. If you have no intention to do anything, how can you be disciplined at anything? It's impossible. So you want to make sure that you take the time sometime, y'all, in December before January 1 hits, after Christmas, wherever. Take the time to sit down and write out your goals and write out the system that you are going to create self-discipline around those goals. Because let me tell you something, people think goals is like cute. But to Lakisha, goals are not cute. Goals are a life or death situation. I have diabetes. If I don't have a goal to eat right, that's a life or death situation. Come on. So your goals are super, super important. So take them seriously. Don't just say, oh, I just want to go ride my bike. Why do you want to ride your bike? What's your system about riding a bike? You want to ride a bike 2, 3 times a week? You want to ride the bike in a marathon? You want to prepare for a marathon? And why are you riding the bike anyway? Oh, because you like the outdoors? That's not good enough. Why are you riding that bike? Oh, so I want to be healthy because I want to live to see my children's children. Okay, that's a more stick to itiveness goal. Okay, so make sure your goals are goals that you set because they have a lot of significance to you. A lot of significance. Okay. So number two is develop goals in a system. Number three. Number three is have a backup plan. Okay, y'all. We say we're going to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. But what if it doesn't happen? That's when we get stuck, y'all. That's what self-discipline becomes. I need self-control. Because I planned on doing something and now it's not happening. What do I do now? So you have to have a backup plan, y'all. And what I mean about black backup plan, I mean you have to have a plan for course correction. So if my goal is to ride the bike and I do not ride the bike, I'm not going to consider myself a failure. I want to analyze why I'm not riding a bike. And maybe I chose the wrong goal. So I'm going to course correct. That's a backup plan. So maybe I just need to walk instead of riding a bike because I need a bike to do the exercise. But if my bike has a flat tire, I can't exercise. No, I'm going to get out and walk. That's my backup plan. I'm going to walk. So have a backup plan to your goals, to what you want to do. That helps you with self discipline, y'all. Because it's not about, the how all the time. It's about what? I'm doing the exercise. It doesn't matter how. Yes, I prefer riding a bike. But if I can't, I'm going to walk. And if I can't walk, I'm going to run in place. And if I can't run in place, I'm going to stretch. And if I can't stretch, then I'm going to do some shoulder lifts. Okay. Backup plans, baby. Have a lot of backup plans. So backup plans is number 3. And Theodolina, let me know if I need to repeat any of these. So comment in the chat if and tell me your experience with self-discipline. Like, is any of this resonating with you? I know it's resonating with me. Like, I know I use exercise because exercise is the thing that I just need to become way more disciplined at. But I feel like, you know, I'm so busy moving. I am a mover. I move just because. Like, I remember my niece telling me, she was like, uh, I don't like when Aunt Keisha walks in the room because she make you want to get up and do something. That's what my niece said. My niece was like, I don't like when Aunt Keisha walks in the room because she made me want to get up and do something. And I was like, what? All I did was walk in the room. But it's the energy about me. So my Achilles heel is that I'm moving constantly. So to say on top of that, I'm gonna go ride a bike, like sometimes it gets too much for me. So I definitely need these backup plans. I need a backup plan when the first plan is not working in my head. Okay. So I'm just giving you a personal example for me. So and I'm talking about self-discipline, not because I am perfectly disciplined in everything. No, some areas of my life, I'm like super, you can't tell me nothing. I'm super disciplined. Boop, 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 boop. Some areas in my life. And in other areas in my life, I'm like, I need some wine. I need some wine to help me unwind so I can whine about what I didn't do. All right, y'all. Number 4. The fourth way that you can become self-disciplined in 2023. Y'all with me today? Is to practice social discipline. Is to practice social discipline. And so I know you're like, Lakisha, what you talking about? I think I made that word up, but it's probably somewhere. But social discipline to me is enlisting others into your discipline things. So you need a mentor, you need a coach, you need an accountability partner. You need all 3 of these things because to be self-disciplined, especially in the beginning, is super hard to do by yourself. I hear people say that all the time. I remember I was speaking at this event, and I was talking about uh, goals and stuff like that. And one of the participants, she was like, I know I know I need to eat right. I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I said, this is not for you to do by yourself. I could hear the anguish in her voice about because you can just tell like she knew she was sickly, she knew she had an issue, and she knew she needed to do something about it, but she thought in her mind that she had to do it all. I got to do this, I got to do this. And I said, stop. I said, stop. I said, who in your life can help you be disciplined around your meals and eating healthy? Who in your life can help you? Because I can tell just the way you're talking about it, it's not going to work if you just do it by yourself. It's not going to work. And I tell that a lot too, even to my personal clients. I'm like, stop trying to do everything by yourself. Who can you enlist to help you practice social discipline? Delegate. Delegate things in your life that you want to be disciplined about out. Delegate it out to other people if you can. Like, some people are blessed to have a good government job. So why are you stressing out about cleaning your house? Pay somebody to clean up your house. Even if it's just once a month, it's gonna make a difference. Like, that's gonna be on my goal for 2023. I am to the point in my life where I am so busy professionally that I'm gonna enlist help. I'm gonna ask somebody to help clean my house, even if it's once a month. As far as meals, Lakisha had on her vision board. Where my vision board? It's still up there from 2022. On my vision board, okay, my vision board. I said that I wanted to do more meal planning. Boom, I was not self-disciplined in that. So this year, I want to enlist and ask for social discipline help. I'm going to research to see which of these subscription places are the best. And I'm trying to find, I got this great oh, here it is. I got this great advertisement from HelloFresh. It's at $160 off. So I probably want to enlist one of these places to be more disciplined about my meals. Because the thing about me is the grocery shopping. You got to go out. First of all, you got to plan what you're going to eat. Then you got to go out. You got to grocery shop for what you eat. Then after you shop, you got to get in line, put the stuff in the bags. Then you got to take the same bags that you just bought at the grocery store and put them in your car. Then you got to drive home. Then when you get home, you got to take the bags out your car, take them in the house. Then you got to put them in the cabinets, put them in the refrigerator, organize it, and then you got to cook it. Y'all, that don't sound fun to Lakisha. Okay. That don't sound fun to Lakisha at all. So what if I had somebody just drop my meals off at the door? Then I can just cook. That would be fun. Cooking is not fun when you're tired. It's fun when you're not tired. So I am going to enlist social discipline and ask for help. And that's what I want you to do. Think about people in your family, your kids, maybe some things you're not asking your children to do that they can do to help you. And enlist other people to help, okay? Angie said, I agree, Lakisha, so many steps. I hate grocery shopping. Yes, it's a lot of steps. And then I did Instacart. Now, I love Instacart. Don't get me wrong. I love Instacart. But Instacart has two things wrong with it. It's super expensive. Like the same grapes that are on sale for $2.50 on Instacart is $8 per pound. Why is Instacart so high? I don't even know, but I know because I shop all the time. There's no way these grapes are $8 a pound, but you're charging me that for the inconvenience of somebody bringing it to my door. So Instacart's too high. The second thing about Instacart is they don't have everything in the grocery store on Instacart. I realized that. I was like, where's my stuff that I always get from the grocery stores? Now, Instacart has a selective a menu of food. It's not all the food in the grocery store. So I hate that too because I want what I want when I want it. So I'm not doing Instacart. I tried it. I do Instacart in emergencies, like if it's a snow day or if I'm just so exhausted and I just need one night of dinner, I'll do Instacart. So social distance, enlist others. That's what that is. I mean, social discipline. All right, number 5. The fifth way, reality checking way, that you can improve self-discipline in 2022 is to improve willpower. Y'all, willpower is everything. I think I have strong willpower. When I read the definition of willpower, I said, okay, that's probably why some things are working really well in my life, because in some areas I have strong willpower. So does anybody know what willpower is? What is willpower? If you know what it is, put it in the chat. Because I thought I knew what willpower was until I got this simple little definition. I was like, oh. But when I read about willpower, I was like, okay, maybe I do have a bit of willpower. But willpower is something that you constantly have to work on. It never stops. You can't say, oh, yeah, I'm good at willpower. I can stop managing it now. No, you're always going to manage your willpower. It never goes away. So, Angie, you said willpower is self-discipline. It's one of the ways you can have self-discipline. Yes. Self-control. Yes. Okay. Yes, it's a bit of self-control. Control, restraint. Yes. Y'all in the right direction. Here it says willpower is overcoming negative behavior. So your negative behavior could be because of emotion. It could be because of frustration, of mental anguish. But willpower is your ability on your own internally to overcome negative behavior. I was watching, who knows Keisha Cole? Keisha Cole is a singer, and she was on Unsung. It's this show they have on BET called Unsung, where these like celebrities, they get on, they talk about their life and give us hidden insights that we didn't know, right? So Keisha Cole, I always loved her. I still love her. But she had an amazing story, and her story of willpower was hilarious. She was like, She was a child growing up in the hood. When you grow up in the hood like I did, you got to survive. You got to know how to fight. You got to know how to be on the offense instead of the defense. Like, it's a whole different culture, right? So she was like, when she first got famous, she was hanging around another famous person, and they went to a club. And a girl approached them and was like, da 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 da. And Keisha Cole just smacked her. No willpower. She just smacked the girl. And the celebrity she was with was so upset at her. She was like, "Why'd you do that? Don't do that." And Keisha Cole, she did not realize the consequences of her actions. When you do not overcome negative behavior, you go black. You go like dark 30, and you don't realize the implications of your behavior. So she was like, the other celebrity could have gotten sued by the girl, because the celebrity lady did not smack her. Keisha Cole did, but Keisha Cole was with the celebrity. So the celebrity could have gotten sued and got her whole career messed up because Keisha Cole smacked that lady. um, she said that there would be so many consequences. People could have got killed. I mean, could have escalated. She smacked the lady. She didn't know if the lady had a man there that was in a gang. I mean, you never know when you just do impulsive bad behavior things like that. So Keisha Cole said she realized after that she did not have to fight. It was like her point when she realized she wasn't in the hood anymore. She did not have to fight, and that's what security's for. She practiced social discipline. She's like, I don't need to smack anybody. I just need to call security. That's why we got security. So I need security, security. I need security. That's what I'm gonna say when I want to do some bad behavior. I'm gonna say security. So improve your willpower. Think before you act. Overcome your negative behavior. And guess what? They said studies show that people with good willpower have better self-esteem. Keisha Cole looked good. She looked good, y'all. She has better self-esteem, fewer impulses. When you know how to overcome your negative behavior, you won't be impulsive. Personally, I don't like being around impulsive people. Not in my personal life. Like, I life coach impulsive people. But I don't like being around all the time an impulsive person. It drains me because I don't know when you're going to pop off. It makes me mentally drained. It drains me mentally. So it caused you to have fewer impulses. And because of this, you have better relationships. This is scientific. Because you have good willpower, you're less impulsive, you have better relationships. Now people want to be around you because they feel safe around you now. And it causes for better mental health, and it helps you when you have problems. Okay, so number 5 is huge to improve your willpower. All right, number 6. Y'all still with me? Y'all still with me out there? Number 6 is one of my faves. Is practice mindfulness. The 6th way you can have self-discipline in 2023 is to practice mindfulness. Y'all, self-discipline is the mind control over the body. Mindfulness. Like just being present in the moment. I posted a post. Who remembers this post I put up at Thanksgiving? And I talked about mindful cooking. And this year I decided, because I cook Thanksgiving for a lot of people, and so it's a chore. And so usually when I cook, I'm very, very organized. I have my stations, but I'm not mindful. I'm not present with the food. I'm thinking, I'm watching TV. So this year I decided to be mindful with cooking. So I played music and I focused on the food and nothing else. I focused on peeling the eggs and cutting the greens and the act and my motion and the sound. I did mindful cooking. Y'all, when I say the guest at my house said, Lakisha, this is some of the best food you've ever cooked. Y'all hear what I said? The people who came over from my house for Thanksgiving said it was so healthy. It was delicious. It was seasoned perfectly because I practice mindfulness. So, number 6 is practice mindfulness. Mindfulness means being present in the moment, enjoying where you are in the moment. When I'm on YouTube, I'm not checking my phone. I'm not listening to what's happening. Now, something might catch my eye outside. You may see my eye straight outside a little bit because I'm like, when I see something. But other than that, I'm here with you. I'm mindfully here with you. And when you practice mindfulness, it gives you discipline, it helps you with focus. Okay. So practice mindfulness, number 6. Number 7 is build routines. Y'all gonna hear me say that from that ballet dancer at the end. Ballet is about routine, every day doing the same moves, right? So build routine. So if you want to advance yourself in the goal setting process, I know I did a goal setting workshop, but it was just a teeny quick introduction to how I teach goal setting. But once you goal set, once you have systems, now develop routines. What's your morning routine? What's your midday routine? What's your evening routine? And then you're going to track those things and see what's working, what's not working. And you're going to build routine in your life. Success My Way is a routine in my life. When people are like, Lakisha, can you do this with me on Saturday? I said after 10:30, because I got to do Success My Way. I'm disciplined about this thing. I have become more disciplined over time. So sometimes I would like not tell y'all that I wasn't coming on. Now, if I don't come on, I try to my best to tell you in advance. If I don't come on here and y'all don't see it in the Facebook group that I'm not coming on here or something like that, check on Lakeisha. But I usually like tell you, or I'll do a video instead. But I have become so disciplined. Like even next week. Next week is Christmas Eve. I'm gonna be on here. I'm gonna be on here. I don't know what y'all do on Christmas Eve, but hopefully between 9:30 and 10:30, y'all be on here with me. And next week, I'm gonna be all 100% Christmas mode. We're gonna talk about Christmas. We ain't even gonna be talking about nothing else. So we're gonna have a jingle bell time next Saturday on Success My Way. Thank you, Barbara. So build routines. Number 8, get more sleep. Y'all, we already know this. I'm not even gonna spend a lot of time on get more sleep. I cannot tell you the benefits of more sleep. I think that's why I have more discipline now than ever in my life. It's because I get more sleep now than I ever have in my life. And it doesn't seem like it. When I talk to people, they're like, Lakeisha, you just keep going and going and going. That's because I get my good, I mean, snoring, mouth open, sleep. Okay. And I wish I do regret that in my youth. Like I wish I took sleep seriously in my youth. But I'm taking it seriously now. I was in the mall yesterday and I saw somebody I haven't seen in years. It was a teacher who was a teacher when I first became a teacher. I was in my 20s when I met this beautiful teacher, and I saw her in the mall. I was so happy to see her. I was like, "You're one of the best teachers I ever know." And she was like, "Girl, you look good." Because I was talking to her. I was like, "Girl, she said, you got 2 kids, right?" I was like, "No, I have 4. And I had my last one at 40 and he's 7. Do the math." She's like, "Girl, you look good." I'm telling you, it's that good sleep, that good government sleep. So number 7 is build routine. Number 8 is get sleep. Number 9. The 9th way to be more self-disciplined in 2023 is have self-compassion. I love self-compassion. Some people call it grace. Like I say grace, but grace is self-compassion. Like just be compassionate with yourself. Don't get frustrated with yourself. I know I used to do homework with my kids, and I remember my son Jordan. He would get, I don't know why I teacher gave him all these worksheets. But he would get all these worksheets and he would do them. And when he couldn't do them, he would just slam his pencil down. I hate myself. When I heard my son say he hated himself, I got mad. I told that teacher, look, you need to stop sending home all these freaking worksheets. Can they do some projects, some kind of stuff? So anyway, in that moment, my son did not have compassion for himself. If sometimes you feel like you hate yourself, that is a lack of self-compassion. So you want to make sure that you have compassion for yourself and know that everybody makes mistakes. Everybody is tired. Everybody is frustrated. You're not the only one. Everybody does new things they have no idea what to, and everybody feels just downright sucky sometimes for no reason. Everybody. So you're not alone. Have self-compassion for yourself. You're not the only one in the world who's going through what you're going through. I promise you, somebody else in the world is going through the same thing you're going through. So have compassion for yourself. Okay. And then adjust as needed. And the last self-discipline reality checking tip before I talk about the ballet dancer. So stick around because I want to share with you what the ballet dancer said. The last self-discipline tip is stay committed to your why. Stay committed to your why. You know, sometimes we do stuff because we see other people doing it. So we need to check ourselves and ask that big old question: why am I doing this? And once I understand my true why, and it's deep enough, first of all, it's not just good enough to have a why. Your why has to be so deep that it is the force, the hidden force behind your self discipline. So I like, I'm trying to think what I do without deep meaning. I rarely do anything in my life without deep meaning to it. And that's probably contributing to my self-discipline is that I move in a deeply meaningful way. I have efficacy towards myself. And what I mean by that is like for example, I have a hobby of planning. I love planning in the planner. I love making videos. I have another channel called Lakisha Loves to Plan. So make sure you go over there and subscribe. Um, But when I do that, it's not because, oh, I just love planning. It's like, Lakeisha, why do you have two channels? Why is it so important for you to have a channel about planning? Because of my commitment to the planner community. And Lakeisha, why are you so committed to the planner community? Because the planner community saves Lakeisha's life. Okay. Before I encountered this community, I thought I was alone. I thought nobody understood the way I thought. My goals, my dreams were not shared by anybody until I met the beautiful people in the planner community. Then I found my tribe. I found people who value what I value. I had people who get excited about what I get excited about. And it made me feel like I wasn't alone in the world. So when I say planning is more than just putting stickers in a book for me, it is so much more. And so that's my commitment to my why. That's why I do YouTube. That's why I do planners. And I'm a passion planner ambassador. And everywhere I go, I tell people about the planner community because this community has changed my life. So, what is your why? What are you committed to? And use that why to remain self disciplined in the thing that you value most. Use that why to be self disciplined in the things that are important to you. Nobody should have to make you be committed to something that is yours and yours alone. Even as a life coach, I know the limit to my power. As a life coach, I cannot want something more than you. I'm sorry. I wish I could. I wish I could want something more than you and it will help you. No, I know for sure I cannot help everybody because if I want your success more than you want your success, we're out of alignment right there. We out of alignment. So, what is your committed why? Work on that. That's number 10. All right. All right. So, really quickly, let's go over the 10. Number one was know your intent versus your impact. Number two was develop goals in a system. Number three was have a backup plan. Number four was practice social discipline and list others in your journey. Number five was improve willpower. That means your ability to overcome negative behavior. Number six was practice mindfulness. Number seven was build strong routines. Number eight was get more sleep. Number nine was have self compassion. And number 10 was stay committed to your why. All right. So, as promised, I want to tell you what this ballet dancer said. So, this ballet dancer did an article and she talked about ballet, and she talked about ballet in the 3 Ds. Ballet takes desire, dedication, and determination. The 3 Ds: desire, dedication, and determination. And that's what self discipline is to me. Self discipline is desire, dedication, and determination. Self desire, self dedication, and self determination. So that's what she was explaining that ballet was. And she said, how the discipline of ballet, like somebody asked her, how can the discipline of ballet contribute to self discipline? This is what she said. The first thing this ballet dancer said is that life is about routine. Ballet requires us to do the same ballet moves every single day. And you would think, okay, if I have to do this every single day, would I get tired? Or would my body be so self-disciplined, it's like blinking my eyelids? So ballet dancers don't get tired and they're like, oh, this is the same thing. Can we do something? They do the same thing. They stretch the same way every day. So think about that in your life. What do you do all the time, every single day, in a positive way to help serve you? That is your routine for your life. And if you have a negative routine, you need to change it. Change it because that negative routine sends you spiraling out of control. Is your routine that every day you got to find something dramatic to talk about? Every day you got to find something bad to talk about? Is that your routine? You got to change it. Okay. So that's what the ballet dancer said. She said, life is routine. You wake up every morning, that's a routine. You go to bed every night, that's a routine. You eat every day, that's a routine. You brush your teeth and wash your face, that's a routine. Life is a routine from the ballet dancer. She also said that you need to take one step at a time. She said sometimes ballet gets so difficult where you got to stretch and push your body and contort your body in ways that you never imagined. You have to practice all night long in ways you never can imagine. So instead of being overwhelmed with the totality of the ballet moves and all the practice you have to do, she says the tip from the ballet dancers is that they take one step at a time. Slow down. Know that you can't get to nowhere but by walking there. So take your time to get there. It's okay. You don't have to rush, and take one step at a time. The ballet dancer also mentioned time management. She said, use time management to organize your life. She said ballet dancers have rehearsals, they have makeup, they have to keep their body health up. They have to make sure their mindset is in the right place for their bodies and to remember the moves. So ballet dancers have to have great time management. So I really like this time management thing. And so that may be part of my next series, time management, but we'll see. So time management is really important. She said two more things. She said trial and error is valuable. She said trial and error is valuable. So try something. If it doesn't work, learn from it and move on. Try something else. If it doesn't work, learn from it, move on. So that trial and error thing in ballet is how they come up with new dance moves. It's how they come up with whole dance productions. It's all from trial and error. for a ballet dancer. So same thing in life. Life is a huge ball of trial and error. So it's okay if you have error. Error is part of the cycle. People think, I don't know why people think we're not supposed to have error in our lives. Yes, error is part of life. Trial and error is part of the cycle. Okay. And the last thing she said is, life is hard, stay smiling. So no matter what happens, try your best to spend most of your time in the positive mind space. What I learned from the death of Twitch, because I went back and watched his videos, and he's always dancing and he's always positive and he's hugging people and he's giving people advice and he's looking them in their eye. But internally, was he smiling? Internally, was he smiling? So when she says life is hard, keep smiling, not smiling on the outside, y'all. She talking about smiling on the inside. Are you smiling on the inside today? Are you smiling? And if you're not, ask yourself why. And sit in that why. Come on, don't be afraid of that why. Sit in the why and acknowledge the why. A lot of times we don't acknowledge why we're sad. We don't acknowledge why we are frustrated. We don't sit in it. When you sit in it, you actually can feel it in your body. You can even feel it. Like I remember one time I was frustrated and I can feel it in this arm. I was frustrated and it was in this arm. And that was an awakening for me. It's like your internal turmoil has pockets in your body. So if you sit with it, you can feel it and then you can work on it. You can say, okay, I got frustrated. I'm frustrated. I feel it in this arm. Frustration. It is now time for you to go away. Like start talking to it. It is now time for you to go away. I release you from my body frustration. I release you from my mind. And you are no longer welcomed here. That's how you got to talk to your frustration. And that's how you got to talk to your sadness. And I tell you from experience, it works. It works, y'all. I'm telling you, that's a little tip too of how to deal with the internal stuff. So try to keep smiling as best you can internally. All right, y'all. So don't forget to watch Lakisha Loves to Plan over there. I'm smiling internally over that. I just finished a 12-day series called Vlandmas. So make sure you watch that playlist. You get some behind the scenes look at me. I show you myself traveling over there and wrapping gifts over there and just being Lakisha over there. So that is my fun channel. Also, come back here next week. Next week, I will be back on Christmas Eve, all Christmassy and stuff, talking about Christmas. It's going to be very lighthearted. I might even have some little Christmas cookies or something, some keto cookies, something like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I want next week to be festive. So tell your friends to come back next week. I'm going to try to play some non-copyright music. And right here on Success My Way, right here on Success My Way, early in the morning. We're gonna have a good time. So join me, put it in your plans, note it so you can be here with me next week. All right. Y'all know what I'm about to say. It's self-love Saturday. Theodore Linda, thank you so much. I honor you for helping me. Theodore Linda, that's my birthday twin. So, y'all, what are y'all doing today on Saturday right before Christmas? I know a lot of people are shopping. I'm still shopping. I'm wrapping and shopping. Y'all, it looked like the North Pole in here. Those are all gifts I wrapped already. It looked like the North Pole in here. So, I'm shopping. I'm spending time with my family today. Oh, the Christmas experience. Oh, my nonprofit. Y'all, I got a lot to do today with my nonprofit. I'm so excited. I had someone do a toy drive for me. So they're dropping the toys off here. I have a board member coming to drop off some stuff. So, and I'm going to be organizing today. Jaden, my 7-year-old, he always said, Mommy, I'm going to help you tomorrow. So he helps me organize the presents for the kids. And I love to see a 7-year-old who understands the power of giving. And that's because I've been doing this since he was a baby, maybe. So So I'm going to be working on a nonprofit today. What are you doing today on Saturday? Please make it about you and loving yourself. All right. Marva said, "Oh, you're packing to go to a Christmas party. Oh, Marva, I'm so happy. I hope you have a great time. Girl, party for me. Drink some eggnog for me, baby." So I hope you all are enjoying the holiday season. Remember, you only get one Christmas 2022. You never get it back. So make it count. All right. Until next time, I love you all so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye, friends.